In 1964, Ford built the Galaxie 500 as its flagship full-size hardtop, an 18-foot land yacht designed for comfort and highway cruising. This particular example left that quiet life behind a long time ago. Nicknamed Bare Bones, this sinister black Galaxie was built by Jim Bones Bassett of Bones Fab in Camarillo, California, for owner Jim Ring. What started as a Boss 429 concept became something far more extreme when Bassett suggested Ring Google the 427 SOHC Cammer. That single search changed everything about this $500,000 two-year build.
My name is Jim Bassett. Behind me is the 1964 Ford Galaxie we built for a customer. The front 4 feet of chassis is an Art Morrison bikini clip, they call it.
Okay.
So it's got their A-arms, rack and pinion, all the geometry's right. And then the rest of the chassis we all built in-house, basically. The main frame rails are gives a shit.
Yeah.
But I was more worried about the length of the car and the twist, basically.
Right,
So.
sure. What is the weight of this thing? I'm curious.
Even with an all-aluminum camera in the thing, it still is over 4,000 pounds. It's like 4,200 pounds or something.
No, it's a big dude. It's a big one. How long is this thing?
It's about 18 feet, somewhere there.
Yeah.
It's pretty long. And it's got precision turbo wastegates on it, and the dry sump tank's behind the passenger seat.
Wow. Oh, so this sucker's dry.
It's got a daily engineering billet.
The body was finished in a menacing two-tone PPG black and charcoal, painted entirely in-house at Bones Fab. Every panel has been massaged, every shut line tightened. Brushed nickel trim along the belt line adds a touch of refinement to what is otherwise a pure intimidation machine. Out back, custom LED taillights bring a modern edge to the classic Ford rear end, while the original Galaxie 500 script badge proudly remains. Up front, the original chrome grille conceals a secret. Where the high-beam headlights used to be, now sit a pair of turbo inlets, their red silicone boots the only visual clue to the fury lurking beneath.
My name is Jim Bassett of Bones Fab. It's the 1964 Ford Galaxie we built for the SEMA show. It has JRI hydraulic coilovers on it, Curry 9-inch. Adjusted driving.
So that was your ride height, and this is your parking height?
Stance, basically. You could drive it right here, but everything's pretty low. It's pretty low right now.
Yeah.
The level of chrome detail on this Galaxie is breathtaking. The factory grille surround has been retained and restored to perfection, framing those iconic stacked headlights. Look closely, and you can see the turbocharger inlets disguised behind the grille bars. The Ford letters across the hood lip are a subtle nod to the car's factory roots, a striking contrast against the deep black paint.
Supports 4,000 horsepower, but it's LED taillights in it for a little modern touch in it. It's got a backup camera where the key used to be for the trunk.
Filling the massive rear wheel tubs are KWC wheels measuring 20 by 16 inches, wrapped in Mickey Thompson Sportsman SR tires, the largest Mickey Thompson offered at the time of this build. The front rolls on 18 by 7-inch KWC wheels with a matching multi-spoke design. Willwood handles braking duties with 14-inch rotors and 6 piston calipers up front, 4 piston calipers in the rear. The Curry 9-inch rear end was shortened to just 42 inches, specifically to clear those enormous rear hoops. When the car is aired down, those massive rear tires tuck perfectly into the arches.
What are you running for brakes on here?
It's got 14-inch 6-piston wheels in the front and 14-inch 4 pistons in the rear. It's actually got JRI hydraulic coilovers. The side trim here is done in a brushed nickel finish.
Yeah.
And that matches the centers of the wheels. The wheels are KWC. I can't remember what they changed the name to now. He's down in Anaheim. Pretty nice quality wheels. So.
Underneath, an Art Morrison bikini clip provides the front suspension geometry with A-arms and rack and pinion steering. Bones Fab custom fabricated the entire rear chassis using heavy wall 5x3-inch tubing along with a 3-link wishbone rear suspension. JRI hydraulic coilovers allow 2 ride heights, a slammed show stance, and a slightly higher driving position. The car tips the scales at 4,200 pounds, all of it riding just 6 inches off the ground.
Suspension in the back. It's got a Curry 9-inch housing that we started with basically, but everything else is done off of that basically.
Yeah. What's going on in the trunk?
It's just got a bunch of stuff in it right now. All the Holley fuel pump, it's got the Holley.
Step inside and the cockpit is pure business. Corbo carbon Kevlar race seats wrapped in Ferrari leather sit on either side of a custom center console that hides a complete switch panel beneath a lift-up cover. A full roll cage built in-house at Bones Fab surrounds the cabin. Yet it was carefully designed to minimize intrusion for easier entry and exit. Dakota digital gauges fill the modified dashboard, while a Lucara steering wheel sits front and center. A Winters gate shifter controls the GM 4L80E automatic, and the car even features power windows on the front, a backup camera, and hydro boost brakes.
Duttweiler made 1,068 horsepower on 91 octane at 11 pounds of boost. We did all the paint and body in-house, did all the fabrication in-house. The upholstery was sent out. The customer had on the car was the teardrop hood scoop. You wanted a lot of horsepower and the teardrop hood scoop.
Which is
carbon Kevlar seats. It's got a Lucara steering wheel. It's got a Dakota dash, custom insert. We modified the dash to make that fit better and look better.
Now lift the hood and prepare yourself. Sitting in the engine bay is a 482 cubic inch SOHC Ford Cammer, the legendary single overhead cam V8 that Ford developed in 1964 to battle the Chrysler Hemi on NASCAR's superspeedways. NASCAR banned it before it ever raced, making it one of the most mythical engines in American performance history.
Built the intercooler, we built all the turbo plumbing. It's a 1965 base 427 single head Cammer reproduction motor that
This modern recreation was assembled by the legendary Ken Duttweiler using a Robert Pond Motorsports all-aluminum block with CNC-ported heads. A Sonny Bryant billet crankshaft, forged CP pistons, and Carrillo connecting rods handle the bottom end, all topped with Comp Cam's valve train components. A pair of precision 76mm turbochargers force feed the Cammer through a custom Bones Fab sheet metal intake plenum and a massive 6-inch thick Bell Intercoolers core.
Turbo Cammer motor that made almost 1,100 horsepower and 11 pounds of boost on 91 octane. It's backed up by a 4L80 performance transmission. It has Holley EFI on it. It has precision turbos on it. It has vibrant clamps and flanges on it. Thing. That's all controlled by the Holley Dominator ECU, which is pretty cool.
Here.
2 precision 75mm turbos on it. It's got probably one of the bigger intercoolers you'll ever see on it. That's a 6-inch thick.
On just 11 pounds of boost running 91 octane pump gas, this engine puts down 1,067 horsepower and 956 pound-feet of torque. Switch to race gas and turn up the boost, and it is capable of 1,500 horses. A custom 4-inch stainless exhaust with no mufflers and oval side exit tips ensures the Cammer announces its presence with absolute authority.
custom. That's
It's all
you get.
full 4-inch stainless from the turbo all the way out to the oval tip, basically, and there is no mufflers in it.
And you guys make it?
We made everything. We did everything, all that.
This Galaxie debuted at SEMA 2017 and went on to win the Pro Street class at the Grand National Roadster Show in 2018. In 2025, it crossed the Mecum auction block in Las Vegas as Lot F119 with just 134 miles on the odometer. Whether parked or in motion, this car commands attention from every angle and turns heads wherever it goes. This Bones Fab 1964 Ford Galaxie 500 is living proof that Pro Street is alive and well. If you enjoyed this build, hit that subscribe button and drop a like. This is Restomod Muscle Car Finder, and we will see you on the next one.